Hey everybody, it's Tom here back in the shop. It is a balmy, let me see here. I don't know if you can see that. 14 degrees here on end of January. We got a little bit of snow last night. High is gonna be like 18, so I got the fire roaring. Woo! Good day to be in the shop. This is a follow-up video on the horizontal cutter sharpening fixture. So I picked up a used lot of cutters off of eBay. They've arrived, and I've looked a little bit on the internet about angles and in the Machinery's Handbook. So we're going to give this a try, see if this thing works. This is my first attempt at sharpening cutters, so don't bash me too hard. This is going to be new information in my wheelhouse. So I imagine there's plenty of you guys out there that are good at sharpening. So leave some comments down below if I'm doing it right or if I'm doing it wrong. It's just a learning experience for me. Cutters are usually so cheap. On eBay I can get either new old stock or fresh regrinds for next to nothing, 10 to 15, 20 bucks for a cutter. So I've never really took the time to learn cutter geometry and sharpening. It was always cheaper to buy a new one and throw the old one away. But what the heck, let's give this a try. So I'm gonna move you over and we'll go over a little nomenclature real quick, and then we'll get set up and see if we can get the cutter sharpened. I also have Mr. Chaos in the shop today. So that squeaking noise you're going to hear in the background is going to be him, because he's got his football with him and he's got his favorite fuzzy bone here. So we do this constantly for like 3 or 4 hours. As he brings it to me, I throw it and he goes and grabs it and brings it back. So that is our game when you have a high energy shepherd. So he's ready to go again. So that's the shop life of a shop dog. So you're looking at the group of cutters I scored off of eBay for $10. They're all 1-inch bore, and see 2, 4, 6, 7 to practice on. This is out of the KOE manual on sharpening. So basically what you're looking at here is the wear land right there behind the tooth. I think from what I can decipher, that's what we really need to sharpen and address. So I don't know how well the camera is going to pick it up or not, whether you guys can see that or not, that area, like right here. Maybe if I do it this way. So that's what we're going to be dusting off, and we'll give it a try, and then we'll get it over to the Ebony and see if we did a good job, or see if it just rubs and chatters and we didn't do a good job. Only way to learn, right? Got it all set up. Wheel's been dressed. I got it so that top tooth, we just kissed it. I don't know if you're able to see it. I've got the tooth marked so we can kind of index off of that and the top of it. We'll give this a try and see if this is going to work. Try to find a place I can get you so you can somewhat see this. And let's see here. You may kiss it. I don't know. Let me see how this is going to work. All right. Take another thou because it's not even. Almost there. Take another thou. Alright, tooth looks pretty good. Move you guys, you can see it. Alright, well, we'll give this a shot. And continue on. This may be a big bite. Take it slow. Alright, well, that tooth cleaned up nicely. Ooh, that's a big bite. Alright, I'm going to continue on and bring you back in that last tooth. So here's the last tooth. And we'll have to check it out. See how we did. They all look pretty good. Camera gonna pick it up or not. So if I understand this correctly, what we've done is we've sharpened it, so now we have the cutting edge, but we need to grind behind it to give it some little relief. Otherwise it's going to rub. I don't know if you guys can see it on this cutter. So you've got your cutting edge right there, and then behind it you got the relief. You know, one is shinier than the other. Hopefully the camera's kind of picking it up. You guys see what I'm talking about? So now we're going to cut that relief. Or grind it, should I say. Just got wrapped up cutting that relief. I do see that I need to do a little bit of a design change or tweak on this. Instead of keep changing this out the way I'm having to do it, I think what I'm going to do is put a stud in that arbor and then just use a wing nut. I don't have to keep putting this screw in there, and I don't have to keep an assortment. I can just do that with one spring. So that is a design change I'm going to make on this cutter holder. So let's see, hopefully I did this all right. I don't know if you can see it or not. The light's going to wash it out. So we've got, you know, the cutting edge, and then back here we've got the relief. Try to do it in a couple different angles here. Some of the teeth cleaned up really good, some of them didn't. But for a practice cutter, I'm just going to see if I'm even somewhere in the ballpark of this geometry. Okie dokie, so let me go get this set up in the ebony, and we'll hopefully cut a slot. Got the mill converted into its horizontal configuration, and I think we're ready to go. Might as well go big or go home. So got a small block of 4140, see how she likes it. The only discouraging thing is this is the arbor that came with it, and as you can see, we got a bunch of run out. She's not straight. We're about what, 22, 23 thou out. So that's not good. So I'm gonna have to get on the interwebs and pick me up a 40 taper arbor. Let me find a position to get you set up in, and we'll give it a go, see how it likes it. Well, I guess we're all ready to try it out. There goes chaos. Of course, you know, this run out is not really ideal. Got the table up 100 thou. I've already kissed it. See what we were at. I've got the table feed at its slowest feed rate. So we'll give it the go and see what happens. I'll try to do it dry. Just start off with it, see if it even likes it, and then I can shoot some coolant on it if I need to. Well, looks like the teeth are sharp. It's slinging the chips. I just wish this was running true. Getting ready to get in the full depth of cut here. Should be it at about there. I'm gonna run a little coolant on it. Just got a squirt bottle doing it by hand there. Well, nothing crashed. That is good. That makes me happy. Kill the power feed here. We'll turn her off. You guys can see it. So those are the chips that get cut. I mean, like little bitty number 9s or 6s. That's good. All right, well, maybe I actually have a fixture that works. Cool. Well, I am pretty pleased for my first try. You know, it's going to take a little more work to get the exact geometry, but I think I was pretty close at least. Didn't have any major failures, didn't crash the machine, didn't like jam up or rip a tooth or anything. It seemed to peel the chips off correctly. Nice little curly cues, 6s or 9s. So I said the cutter still looks in the shape it was when I first started it. So happy about that. And the slot looks good. Surface finish looks pretty good. 100th thou depth of cut and 4140. So all in all, I'm tickled to death. So it looks like this fixture might be a win. And guys, lastly, before this video ends, I just wanted to mention that I do have 2D drawings of making this fixture. Big shout out to Robert. You guys know him over there at Dudley Toolwright. I sent him the fixture and he kindly took it apart and measured everything and made detailed drawings. So if you're interested in making this fixture, I do have the drawings for them. Just you know, send me an email and I'll send you out the PDFs so you can make it. So pretty cool. One thing a viewer mentioned about cutting side relief on the cutter. So right now this is only set up to do, you know, the cutting edge and the trailing edge or the relief. So if you need relief on the two sides, I'm thinking you could probably either put this on a, you know, sine angle plate, so you could tip it up a little bit and you could cut the relief that way, or if you wanted to, you know, take like a magnetic transfer block and mill it down to the angle that you want, and you could stick it underneath there and then you could just mag it down that way. So that way you could get all three sides. Like I said, I'm new at this, I'm still learning. But, you know, if you need to add that side relief, hopefully that will answer the question to the viewer that asked me. Alrighty guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed that little follow-up. Here's Mr. Chaos. And as always, you know, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, watching my videos, commenting, leaving thumbs up, thumbs down. It's been a fun ride, and we're going to continue on with more projects and more videos. So until next time, we'll see you later. Take care.